I own two woodworking channels that are fully monetized, one in English called Gem River Builds and one in Italian called Il Falegname Toscano, which means the Tuscan carpet. Combined, these channels have about 5,000 subscribers, and recently I made a video about how I managed to get them monetized. But now, in this video, I'm gonna tell you how much YouTube paid me in AdSense revenue in 2024. Bear in mind that my Italian channel was monetized in July 2024 and my English channel in September 2024. And so these amounts that I'm gonna tell you are only gonna be for a portion of the year. Let's look at my English channel called Gem River Builds, which again was not monetized for the entire year but was monetized only in September. So all these payments represent a portion of the year only. On my English channel, in December 2024, I got 4,900 views for total earnings of $27.50. That means that for every 1,000 views, I was paid about $5.60. This is much higher than what I get paid on my Italian channel, and I believe that that's due to the amount that advertisers pay to put ads on an English channel that reaches English-speaking people. So on my English channel, I can get paid more than on my Italian channel, even if I got less than half the views. And now let's look at the fourth quarter of 2024. And my monetization was not fully kicked in, even though I had reached the requirements in September. There are some bureaucratic steps that need to be taken, some forms that need to be completed before you can start getting your payments. So I believe that my payments did not start until sometime in October. During that quarter, I got about 77,000 views and my total earnings were $97.20. It's a little bit difficult to calculate what the average was per 1,000 views because again, I don't think that the full monetization kicked in, but let's assume I had been monetized for the entire quarter and using the $5.61 per 1,000 views that I was earning in December, if that had been the case in the fourth quarter of 2024, I would have made about $432 based on 77,000 views. Let's look now at the performance of my channel over the entire 2024. And again, this is my English channel. The total views were 376,500 for total watch hours of 10,000, and the payments I got were $97.20. Again, because I was only monetized for part of the last quarter of 2024, as we saw earlier. But assuming that I had been monetized from the beginning of the year and I had received payment of about $5.61 for every 1,000 views, which is what I was getting in December of 2024, then that would yield an AdSense revenue from Google of about $2,100. I got a total of 31,200 views for 1,300 watch hours. And my earnings were $52.61. So, divided the $52.61 by the number of views, I was paid by YouTube about $1.70 for every 1,000 views. And mind that these payments are in dollars because although this channel is in Italian, I am based in the United States. And now let's take a look at the revenue in the fourth quarter of 2024. So these are the months of October, November, and December, and I was monetized for all these months. During these 3 months, I got 86,400 views for a total of 4,500 watch hours. And the amount that I received for every 1,000 views was $2.17. And this was higher than the amount that I got just in December alone, because I think that people were watching my videos for longer, because the amount that you get paid for AdSense revenue is dependent not only on the number of views but also on how long people watch your videos. And now let's look at what is the total for the entire year of 2024, and again, I was only monetized after July 2024, so the total that I got is gonna be much less than if I got the same amount of views next year. And for the entirety of the year in 2024, I got about 295,100 views for a total of 10,000 watch hours. And the total earnings were $251.59. But let's assume that I have been monetized since the beginning of the year. based on 295,100 views and $2.17 paid per 1,000 views that I was paid at the end of 2024, then the total that I could have earned, it's about $640. And in 2025, if I manage to get a similar amount of views, then that's more or less what I can expect to be paid for my Italian channel based on 295,000 views and about 10,000 watch hours. So to recap, for the entirety of 2024, combining both channels, the total payments that I received from AdSense revenue is about $348, which is $97.20 from my English channel and about $251 from my Italian channel. And if in 2025, when I'm fully monetized for the entire year, I were to reach a similar performance on both channels, which means a total views of about 671,000 views, then I could reach total payments of about $2,700. So what are the big takeaways from these numbers? Well, I think that the first one is that if you manage to make content in English, chances are that you're going to be able to make more money when the views are the same, because I was paid more for my content in English. Then the other important takeaway is that you shouldn't quit your day job until you have millions of views, because as you can see, with a channel that has hundreds of thousands of views, the monetization is not that big. And then the other big takeaway that you should take from this is that this is just my experience. This is what the numbers are based on my viewership, based on the type of content that I put out. And for you, it may be different, and it probably is going to be different. I hope that this video was helpful, and if you have not yet done so, please subscribe. Thank you.